Hello my pumpkins and welcome back to another video. And obviously I call you guys pumpkins because, you know, pumpkin queen, but I actually have my official title in a necklace now. I don't think I've shown this on my YouTube. I could be wrong, maybe I showed it in a vlog, I'm not sure. I've got the cutest little necklace that literally says pumpkin queen, which I am, obviously Charlie's pumpkin king, and now I have my official title in a necklace, which is great. For today's video, if you haven't already seen by the title, I'm going to be filming the show me a photo of challenge. So I've asked you guys on Instagram what photos you want to see, and I've got so many that you guys want to see, so I'm going to be showing you photos. Like there's ones like when you're 16, when you're at your happiest, all stuff like that. Also, I'm sure you've already noticed, but we are in a new area. Basically, I'm currently in the process of doing a brand new like YouTube backdrop area, and it's going to be over there somewhere. But I'm currently like moving everything around in my room. I'm waiting for stuff to arrive, and I didn't really know where to film because my old setup has just, I just hated it, so I've got rid of it. Even though it was just like the little shelves, I just didn't like them, and I've taken them off because I want to do something different. So stay tuned for that, hopefully soon. I'm just waiting for like things to arrive and stuff like that, and like planning bits. So for the time being, this is my current setup, and I'm literally filming with natural daylight. Who am I? Never done this before. So I'm gonna hope and pray that this looks okay and not really gloomy. I don't know, it is quite a nice day out today. It's blue skies, which we love. I asked you on Instagram, what do you want to see, and I've got so many in front of me that you've sent in, so I'm going to be doing it. And what one should I start with? Okay, we'll start with a cute one, when you first met Charlie. So I'm going to put the photos somewhere on the screen, probably like here or something. This is a picture of me, Charlie, and his friend Luke. Hi Luke, Nicola, if you watch these videos, I don't know if you do, but hello. And this was, what year was it? I just started year 8 and Charlie just started year 11, so it would have been the end of 2010, in September. So a photo of when I was on holiday, maybe Paris. I liked Paris. I've been on a lot of holidays because I do like a holiday, but I'll show one of when I was in Paris. This is really funny. No one's ever seen this picture before apart from me and Charlie, obviously, and I look so weird, but it's just a really like cute picture because I was in Disneyland, had my little Sleeping Beauty Minnie Mouse ears on, and they were actually for a child, but I was like, I really want the Sleeping Beauty ones, and they didn't have adult versions, so I just had the kids one, but it fit my head, and I just loved Paris. Like, it was so much fun. There's me with my little Minnie Mouse top, and it looks like a hot dog and chips and a little cupcake. Cute. I think that was actually a kid's meal as well. I don't know what's wrong with me, I'm 23. A scary time in your life. Okay, probably, let me find it. Where is it? It was when I was in hospital, like, what year was it? 2019, I want to say. Yeah, it was 2019. So I was in hospital for septicemia. Very, very scary. Let me find the picture. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's a picture I took when I was in hospital, lying in the hospital bed. I was so ill for like 2 months that time because I had glandular fever, and obviously that lasts ages. So I had mumps, and then I had tonsillitis. This is all in the space of a week. Like, before I was in hospital, I had mumps, then I had tonsillitis, and then I had a quinsy, which, if you want to know what a quinsy is, Google it. It's horrible. It's this little like, oh, awful. It's just like a ball of pus almost, like at the back of your mouth, but it's huge and it covered my airways, so it made me really ill. And then I went into hospital. I had septicemia, which is just great, and then it turned out that I had glandular fever. So I've honestly never been that ill my whole life, and it was so scary that I had to call the ambulance for myself because I was really worried. I had to get rushed to hospital. Like, oh, it was a crazy time. A funny memory, I have loads of funny memories. Like, obviously my best friend is Courtney, and Courtney is the funniest person you'll ever meet, so I have tons of funny memories. So this is a picture of Courtney when we was in Sugar Hut on a night out in Brentwood, you know, typical Tower girls. We were in Sugar Hut, and Basically that day we had been to Lakeside because Courtney had nothing to wear. Like, this was just the story of our lives. Every Saturday when we were going out, we would go shopping that day to get an outfit. We literally shopped for hours and hours the whole day, and Courtney finally found a dress that she liked, and it was a silver glittery dress from River Island, and she was like, yes, finally found the dress. We walk into Sugar Hut, and I'm going to post a picture here. Someone else was wearing the dress and I was just crying. It was because of the stress of finding something to wear that when she finally found something, it was like, oh my god, someone's got the same outfit. And it was just the funniest thing. Like, it's one of those things you had to have been there to find it really funny, but I would just never ever ever forget that moment. That was just so funny. Courtney knows that's like one of my favourite memories with her. That's literally been one of my favourite memories ever with Courtney. And then another one, I'll post a screenshot of it because it's a video, but actually I think I can post the video. Yeah, I'll post the video because it's not a picture but it's a video. This was the beginning of last year and I was doing Ellie's makeup. So Ellie was my makeup model and I was doing Ellie's makeup and I made her look like a prom queen. And she literally like hated me because I always made sure she had like props for the makeup just to add a little bit extra. You guys know me. And she literally hated it, and I made her wear these pink silk gloves and it was just so funny. So I'm going to post that here because that was literally hilarious. Like, just seeing her in them. Again, one of those things you had to have been there to find it funny, but oh my god, I loved it. A picture when you were drunk. Oh, there's probably loads, but I don't think they're on my phone. It'll be like people taking them off me. I've got this of me and Emily. So this is Emily, and this was New Year's Eve years ago, and I remember being so drunk. It was her New Year's Eve party, and I literally remember being so drunk that night, like really drunk. So there you go. It's not really of me, it's more of Emily. There's me in the corner drinking, but I just don't really have many pictures of me drunk. I don't know why, I just don't. Like, I've got loads of videos but not pictures. This one's really cute. It's you and your best friend. Obviously Courtney, she is my soul sister. I'm gonna post this one of us. We're just in the sun. I don't remember when this was taken, but yeah, that's just me and Courtney. Let's find another cute one. I have loads of pictures of Courtney, like hundreds. Oh, I love this picture of me and Court. We were going to Kiss Street at the O2 and it was alright. Like, it was a good night because I was with Courtney, but the actual event was a bit not really my vibe, but we had a really good time. And I remember this picture being taken, we just felt so fabulous. We were like, oh, what do we wear? And we both look so cute. What is that belt though that I'm wearing? God, Chia. A baby photo. This is one of me and my grandma and me holding Winnie the Pooh. This is one of my favourite pictures from when I was a baby. I just think it's so cute and I miss her so much. She was just the best human being ever, like, love her. So this is one of me and my little bouncy swing thing. As you can see, I've always had a chubby face and it doesn't seem to have gone, but you know, it's who I am, so I'm gonna embrace it. You dancing. I've got one of me stretching. Just casually in the kitchen, and yeah, I had very good pointed feet. That's one thing that I was always told by my ballet teacher, is I have very good feet and good extensions, so thanks. Your first picture with Charlie, obviously it was that one that I showed you when I first met him, but our first picture as like years later, if that makes sense. So it's this one of Charlie's hand on my leg. Basically, we took it for our second date. We went to the cinema to see Don't Breathe, I think. Is it Don't Breathe? Yeah, that horror film, Don't Breathe. Crap film, gotta be honest. And then we went back to his to watch Insidious, and he just took this picture of me and him. And obviously it's not our faces, but it was our first like picture together, as in like as a couple. An embarrassing photo. Oh god. This is a picture of me pretending to be Gollum, because Charlie always says that I look like Gollum. Make of that what you will. And we'd just gone to the gym, and near our gym there's like a little park, and we went there, this was ages ago, and there was like this little tire swing thing, you can see it, and I just thought it'd be funny to be Gollum, and I was like swinging around going, the rock and pool is nice and cool, so juicy sweet. You only know that if you've watched Lord of the Rings, but yeah, that's an embarrassing one. I probably have more. Oh, I have this one. Let's not judge, because I just woken up from being put to sleep for an operation, but I sent this to my friend when I'd woken up. Like literally, I wheeled back to my bedroom and I took a picture of myself and sent it to my friend on Snapchat, because I was like, she was like, are you alive? And I was like, yes. So I sent her this, and it's very embarrassing. I look awful, but like I said, I just had an operation on my foot and I was in the gown. I was opening a card, I have no idea from who, but the card was upside down, I think. So I Snapchatted that to my friend and said yes, because she wanted to know if I was alive, and there you go. A photo you can't explain. What does it actually mean by you can't explain? I don't know. Well, I've got this one of Courtney's shoe that broke. Still don't know how it happened. She put a shoe on and the strap fully came off of the shoe, and you couldn't even like thread it through, like it had snapped off. I guess that's a photo I can't explain. I don't really know what that means. Oh, okay, this is a good one for what I can't explain. So I've put this on the screen. Obviously, as you can see, it's a table with a little doll on it, a tiny little doll, and drinks. So we were at an after party for a show, and basically it's an inside joke with me and Charlie, but it was because of a TikTok thing. But yeah, that's a photo that I can't explain. I found another one from when I was drunk, so here you go, put it on the screen. Very embarrassing, but you know what, we keep it real, we keep it 100. This photo, I was very drunk. Yeah, it was at a concert and I was just very drunk that night. We didn't get home till like 2 in the morning, and I'd work the next day at 7, which was great. But yeah, there I am drunk. A photo that makes you emotional. Probably this one of Marilyn, my little baby Marilyn, who was my absolute child. Miss him so much, like so much. But yeah, my little hamster Marilyn, who passed away. It'll be 2 years in September. He was just everything to me, and look at that little face. Funny story behind a picture. This was at my old work when I was a front of house for this like big expensive building, and one of the security guards, Terry, who was so funny, like the funniest man. I basically, and I've had my lips done for years, so it wasn't anything new at the time. It was just because they were so swollen. Normally I book the day off work after I've had them done, so it can like go down a little bit. But I didn't this time because I had to go into work and I had my lips done the night before, and I remember I walked in, obviously I was really swollen, and he said I looked like Pete Burns. So he left this on my desk and it said, "To Lucia Burns, Merry Christmas, Terry." I was just like, oh my god, how offensive. My lips looked that bad, but obviously they were very swollen, so I guess so. So the next one is you from college. This is one of me and my friend Dolly. She was doing my hair for a performance. There you go. Have I got any others? I must have. I've got loads. Okay, so this, I went to 2 colleges. I went to one for a year and then like a local one, and then I went to my dream college at the time in London. It was a dance college, like dance musical theatre, and then I went there because you were meant to do that other college for 2 years, but I left a year early and went to this other college. So these are some photos from the other college, Erdang, and here is one of me, Holly, Scarlett and Tegan. So we were getting ready for our freshers in 2015, how crazy. And Ben put this up saying my college versus yours, and it was the 4 of us in our bras drinking. So yeah, there's a picture for you, and then there's one here of me and Holly just being silly. I think we were just all like hanging out or something. This is another one of when I was in college. I think this was the same night as the freshers. So there's me and Ben showing our braces, because we both had braces at the time. And there's one of me and Rochelle. I look so different in that picture. What the hell? What are those eyebrows? A happy time in your life. This is in Thorpe Park for Fright Night, and it's Charlie, me, Lauren and PJ. We went to Thorpe Park, the 4 of us. It was so much fun. Like, that was one, I know it sounds so silly, but that was one of the best days of my life. And that sounds dramatic, but I just had the best, most funniest, best ever time. Like, it was so good. So there's us, I think, on Nemesis Inferno, the ride at Thorpe Park. Just about to go on, and yeah, it was just such a good day. I loved that day so much. There's one of me and my uncle on a roller coaster in America. There I am, just holding on, having the best time. And I remember this picture because I was always really scared of roller coasters. Like, I'd never go on them, and I forced myself this day to go on this big one, and I just loved it. And ever since then I love roller coasters, so that's a really significant memory, and I love my uncle so much. This one, I've got obviously a filter on my face. This was when we went to Slam Dunk Festival in 2018, and that day, it was so good, and I cried and cried and cried the next day because A, I had a bit of a hangover, and B, I just felt so emotional because when you go from like such a high and like having the best day to just sitting around, it's like, oh my god, like, does anyone else get that? I felt so sad the next day, but had the best time at that festival. I don't know how I could have forgotten about this, but when I met Sleeping with Sirens, I'm a huge Sleeping with Sirens fan, like huge. All of the songs, I literally have the lead singer tattooed on my leg and his signature as well. There's actually a poster of Sleeping with Sirens that I got signed, and just love them so much. And for my birthday 2 years ago, Charlie got me tickets to not only see them but a meet and greet, and that was so much fun. I was just like, oh my god. And I remember when I opened it, this is what he gave me. He made this little poster just basically saying what I was going to be doing, and I was just so happy. Like, I think I cried, it was so exciting. And here's the picture of me with Sleeping with Sirens. And by the way, I'm not like a giant, the band is just quite small, and I feel like I look huge in that picture, but it's because they're very small. And that was just one of the best times ever, and this is how much of a saddo I am. Kellen signed a bit of paper for me, which I have up there somewhere, and because I wanted to get it tattooed underneath the tattoo of him, by his signature, and he gave me back the pen, and I literally have kept the pen. Like, it's in one of my drawers, a pen that Kellen Quinn has held, and I will never use it. It will just sit there and hold his DNA. Like, I know I'm 23, but I'm still a fangirl inside. I'm not afraid to admit that. So I kept a pen that he used, and he also said to me, I was like, can you sign this for me because I want to get it, because he'd obviously seen the tattoo of his face. He actually put this on his Instagram, and it is him with his head next to my tattoo on my leg, and he put it on his Instagram, and I was like, what? So there you go. But he actually deleted all his pictures from Instagram, so I was really sad about that, but really glad that I screenshotted it. After I asked him for his autograph, he was like I said goodbye, and he was like, I love you. And literally I was like, love you too. Like, I didn't know what to say. It was so much fun. This is literally only like 2 years ago, but oh, an emotional day. A picture of your favourite tattoo. I love my tattoos so much. I think the first one that I like fell in love with was my foot, which Jake did back in 2017. And it's not just any tiger, it's the tiger from the Jungle Book, Shere Khan. And he's half blind, and literally obsessed with that tattoo still to this day. I'll always love that tattoo. It was my first like bigger tattoo. I always had like little ones here and there, like my sternum, but that was my first like proper real piece. And I love that one. I also love this one, but I haven't got a picture of it. Ignore my fake tan elbows, but this is also a favourite of mine. It's really hard to show because on the back of my arm, but it basically says Chia in black metal writing. So that is another one of my favourite tattoos. Obviously I love on my leg as well. But they're just two that come to mind. But like I said, I love all of my tattoos, all my portraits, everything. Love them. Your favourite picture of you and Charlie? Oh, I have loads. I have hundreds. I think without a doubt, if I had to choose one, it would be this one of me and Charlie as the Pumpkin King and Queen, as it says on our jumpers, in the pumpkin patch, holding pumpkins during Halloween. It just sums up our relationship, and yeah, I just absolutely love this picture so much. I always love that picture, so yeah, that's my favourite one of me and Charlie, but I have so many. The darkest time in your life. So it's this picture, and it was the 3rd of August 2018, and I was at a very, very, very dark time in my life, probably the darkest I've ever been in. I had the worst morning of my life that morning, like mental health wise, and I had a complete breakdown. One day I'll talk to you guys about it, but yeah. But of course my amazing, handsome, everything boyfriend like got me through it, and this is a picture of me and him. We ended up going to Blue Water, completely random, in the afternoon, and it was just so random because of like the contrast between what happened in the morning. It was just like, what the hell. But yeah, we took this picture in Topshop in Blue Water. They had like a little photo booth, and yeah, I'm really, really glad that I had this picture because it shows a time in my life that I'll never forget, but also it's a positive thing because I've managed to push through it, and the one person that was by my side obviously always is Charlie, so yeah. And then another really dark time in my life, believe it or not, was this time. I'm sure loads of you have seen this picture of me on Instagram when I did my Christmas launch, but I actually was in a very dark place then. It does just go to show that no matter what someone seems like on the outside, you just never know. So yeah, I'll just do a few more because you guys sent in so many, but I've got one of your proudest moment and something you're most proud of, so pretty much the same thing, but probably, let's have a look. Definitely when I got to work with Harrods Beauty and Into Lakeside, and I was just so blessed and felt so proud of myself this day. Another one that I'm most proud of obviously is my first ever Dream with Chia launch. So when I first ever launched my dream journals, the best day of my life. And also it was so weird because, and that was exactly 2 years from that worst day of my life. So crazy, and that was not planned. Another one that seems just a whole lifetime away was when I got into my dream school, which was Erdang. I was 16, so there I am, just about to turn 17, and it was me with my little letter. I remember I was going to meet Lauren, and I had like loads of posts that had arrived, but I was going to be late, so I'll just bring it in my bag and open it on the way. And I remember I was opening the post whilst walking to the bus stop to meet Lauren, and I saw Erdang, and I was like, what? Because I didn't think I'd got in, and I got in with a scholarship. So yeah, there you go. I remember that so clearly. I think I have another picture from that day where I was on the bus, because obviously I was meeting Lauren, and she was like, oh my god, here it is, me on the bus. I look so different. I had braces then, and Lauren took a picture of me with my letter. I literally opened it about 5 minutes before the picture as I was walking to the bus stop, and I just was so happy. I've got another one here which is you and Remington Leaf. If you don't know Remington, he's from Van Palais Royale. I have so many pictures of me and Remington from the past few years, like loads. This picture is my favourite one of me and Remington. It was at his after party. Where was it? Brixton? No. I think it might have been at Shepherd's Bush when they played there. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, that was then. So we're just at the after party, living our best lives, getting drunk as you do. Here's a funny one, you at prom. And why is that funny, you ask? Because I didn't go to prom, and yeah, obviously I'm very glam and love all that, so prom would have been the perfect thing for me. But unfortunately there were very nasty girls at my school, and my friend basically gave me a heads up and said that these particular girls were planning to egg me at prom, so throw eggs at me. Bearing in mind I would have been in a really nice dress and hair and makeup and everything, so I decided not to go because I thought I'm going to save myself the embarrassment and not go. So I didn't go to prom because of nasty girls, and I don't regret not going because, like, you know, I don't know what would have happened. But, and don't get me wrong, I was so upset that I didn't go, and instead me and my mum went for dinner, which was really nice. I'm going to answer one more, and it is you and Charlie as kids. I have so many of me and Charlie when we were like young. They're so cute. Here is one of me and my friends. I am the one with the weird space bun spiky things in my hair and the little rock royalty rebel top, as you do. And I remember this was like a makeover party, and the lady was like, oh, do you want like pink eyeshadow, pink nail varnish? I was like, nope, black. I've always been a little grunger. I'm going to find one of Charlie when he was young. There's so many. He's literally the cutest little baby. This one makes me laugh because his hair's all like spiked up like mine was in that picture, and I always say that like we'd look so good together when we were young. This one is adorable. It is Charlie with a Mohican. I don't know what this is, but he's just adorable. And then, oh, there's so many. There's this one of Charlie playing with his little figures. Nothing's changed. This is one of my favourite pictures of Charlie. Him with this like raccoon bear thing. Charlie will hate me for posting this, but I love this picture of him. I would have fancied him so much if I knew him then. But this is him in I don't know what year, with his big emo hair, and that would have been my absolute dream at the time. So yeah, that's why I love that picture of Charlie. So I'm actually going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed seeing some unseen pictures of me. I love you all so much. Have the best weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.